Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about Craig Conover, who's taken off with his new girl, Natalie Buffett. You know what's so funny? I saw the funniest article, and I actually don't know if there's any truth to this, but somebody actually did an article saying, is Natalie Buffett related to Jimmy Buffett? I think that was maybe a slow news day. I'm not sure. Anyways, that and I wanted to add a 911 clip at the end of this. I'm going to explain why. Normally, it's not my typical content, but I do have ties to it. I'll elaborate. So, smash that like button, show some love. Don't forget to jump right in, and here we go. All right, guys. So this is where I wanted to start. Craig Conover and Natalie Buffett, they took a little vacation. Now, is that a big deal? No, but we can see that they're spending more time with each other, and I'm pretty sure filming is about to commence. I think at the end of this month, unless it's already started. No, it's probably the end of this month for Southern Charm. But Craig and Natalie, they went to the British Virgin Islands and both shared very similar images on their Instagram stories. And I will share those because I think that this kind of makes it a dead giveaway. But Natalie posted a photo featuring Craig's hand resting on her thigh. They were doing a date, like a boat cruise kind of thing. But as far as the relationship, and people have been asking about this, reports are indicating that Craig and Natalie are taking things slow, but they are committed to the relationship. And they said that Craig is smitten and excited about the relationship. But if you look at Craig Conover's post, same table, same everything. I think it just says exactly what we already knew. Now, I saw where somebody else, I forgot who it was, so I don't know who to give credit to, and I'm sorry, but somebody said that Southern Charm was going to start filming soon in Southern Hospitality shortly after that, and that Southern Hospitality would be getting more episodes. I've heard all of this. I can confirm that both of those things, all of those things are true. They're both going to start filming soon. We are extending, when I say we, I mean Bravo. I have nothing to do with it. Extending Southern Hospitality. They are getting more episodes, is what that means. So the fans asked, and also you guys know that Leba is one of our friends, and I hated seeing Leba leave Southern Charm because I think that she was such a great addition to it. However, I do know from my experience, like sitting down with her in multiple different situations, I knew what a toll. I don't want to say she didn't love it, and if I've said that in the past, then I want to take that back. I'm going to walk that statement back. I just think that she did not love really having to allocate her time in so many different directions from what was really important to her. The TV thing, that is not her life. You know, she does not absolutely love being on reality TV. If it doesn't serve her and her businesses, I don't think that she would do it. I think she does it because it's a business move. It makes money. And I think that that's why any of us would work or do business. I think that really for her, her main focus and her pride and joy would be her family, her like cute little son, her husband, all of that. I think that's what takes precedence. So, yeah. But now I wanted to talk about something else. Before we actually leave the Bravo world, though, I don't know if you guys saw this. I thought this was shady as hell, so I wanted to bring it up. The pink pop box, they gave credit to Philly Diva, who, if you guys are new, you wouldn't remember her from my channel. But if you guys are not new, then you would remember her because she was around a lot. And it was funny because her daughter used to correct me on some of the things that I would say, like where my maybe speech wasn't the best or whatever. And she was so cute. I loved her daughter. And Philly Diva was always amazing. Got to meet her at one of my live shows. Love, love, love her. But They said, credit Philly Diva for this amazing bit of photojournalism. She was on her way back from the Poconos when she saw this sign. Tell me you're not coming back to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, but don't tell me you're not coming back to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She used to float that all over her posters. Ooh, times are changing. Everybody told her this man would be the ruin of you, and everybody of consequence tried to warn her. Now look at where we are. In Michigan, she was at a little bit of a nightclub situation, serving drinks behind the bar and answering questions. And here she's at a casino where the table prices start at $35 and you can't get your money back. And her sister-in-law, her brother, and his best friend literally just played to a sold-out crowd in Toronto. So this is a stark difference is what they're saying. They said, this is so sad. I mean, I remember the days when her books would come out and people would line up 3 blocks deep in New York City just to get one. And now we've come to this. Part of me says that she did it to herself. And I remember exactly what led to the downfall of her franchise in the first place. So part of me says, this is just karma. But there is the 10% of me that just feels so bad for her. What are your thoughts? I mean, savage AF. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to go over was there was a 911 call. The reason that I said that this normally isn't my content, it's because it genuinely normally is not my content. However, my first ever interview to get my internship in LA was with Macy Bookout from Teen Mom. You guys can go back because I sound like this and I'm talking like this and I'm like, Macy, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah. Well, now we have Jenelle Evans calling 911 on her son, Jace. And this to me, I was like, what actually is happening? Reality Blur posted the video and I just thought, but here's the 911 call.
2025, 15, 41 and 31 seconds.
911 emergency, Cribs 15955. Do you need police, fire, medical?
Yes.
Do you need police or medical?
Huh?
Police or medical?
Police.
What address do you need police to?
Street.
What do you need police for?
My son is smashing everything in the house, and he's smashing everything in the house.
Okay.
I need a police officer to come here.
Okay. Is anybody injured?
No, but there's debris of broken door everywhere. He picked up the cage, the dog cage, and fucking threw it. Sorry for my language.
Did he throw it at you or at the door?
No, he threw it down the steps.
Okay. All right. And what's his name? I've already got a call set. What's his name?
Jace Evans.
Jace?
Yes.
And what's his date of birth?
08/02/2009.
And I'm just going to get his description. Is he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
White.
And how old is he?
15.
15. And how tall?
Huh?
How tall?
Like 5'2".
Is he thin, medium, or heavy build?
Athletic.
And what color clothing does he have on?
Right now he's wearing a purple hoodie.
And what color pants?
I'm not sure. And he just tried to leave the house.
Okay. Any drugs or alcohol involved?
No.
Okay. Any weapons?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Is he diagnosed bipolar, schizophrenia, anything like that?
ADHD and defiant disorder.
Okay. Does he take medication?
All right, guys. So I'm going to stop this 911 phone call. You know what's wild is if you ever watched the way that she dealt with her mother, Jenelle, it was so aggressive and she was crazy with her mom. And I don't use that word a lot. It was wild. And she was incredibly nasty all the time. She knew everything. And, you know, they do say that you get a taste of your own medicine once you start to have kids. So I'm curious what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love. And don't forget, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, we're doing members only. Love you guys. Bye.